Hey, what's up? I'm here in Kenosha. I'm about to pick up Ray Gallo from Slaughter Party and drive him to this gig we're playing at Hattrix. He seems like a pretty cool guy. Here he is. Hey, how's it going, man?
Pretty good, man. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good to see you.
I'm excited for tonight.
Hell yeah, me too.
I've never been to Hattrix. Is it the place to be on a
It
Saturday night?
most certainly is in Kenosha, man.
There's always people here.
Oh, hell yeah. It's just the punk scene in Kenosha is pretty far-reaching. They're man, they turn out. They really like going nuts, dude. It's a hell of a time.
Who are some of your favorite local bands?
Local Army of Cretans, they're fantastic. We're playing with them tonight. I'm really excited to play with them again. They go nuts. The Scraps are really cool.
The Scraps. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, the Roosevelt Dolls, they're a lot of fun. That's Dr. Destruction's band. You know, he's a local celebrity. You know, real horror themed. They're just super kick-ass.
Nice. Who are some of your biggest influences, would you say?
Well,
as the music goes.
You know, I'm gonna get a lot of flack for it, but the Misfits, obviously. Michael Graves era specifically, like, you know, everybody loves Danzig, and I do too, but Michael Graves, like, was something special to me. He influenced me wanting to start this band with Will, and it really pushed the ball, you know, got the ball rolling.
Nice. How long has Slaughter Party been together as a band?
This is year 2 for us.
Oh, wow.
This is our second year.
You
As a matter of fact, we finished our second year, so we're going on 3 years.
Nice. You guys give off the impression you've been together for a lot longer.
Yeah, and Will and I have been we've been doing music for a long time. This is our most recent band that we've done together. This one's stuck, and it's been hella fun, you know.
Let's say you've got control over booking for a big festival. Who are 3 to 5 bands you want the world to see?
Okay.
Whether they're famous already or not.
Okay, well, I'd say All Them Witches. They're great to listen to when you're in a different state of mind. I really like Sleep Token lately. They're kind of metally, trippy, almost gorillas. They don't show their face on stage. You know, they're
cool.
Super awesome performance art. They're more of the you know, we let the art speak for itself, the music speak for itself.
That's good.
You know, the early Slipknot did that. You know, the masks were to keep ego out of it, and I always thought that was cool. You know, they're letting emotion drive the performance rather than, I don't know, ego. Tom Waits is a huge. I mean, I would put Tom Waits on anything I could book. You know, he's just.
Tom Waits, man.
Oh man, I'm hooked on him. I haven't stopped. You know, a buddy of mine got me hooked on Tom Waits about 10 years ago, and I haven't stopped since. The Eradicator, he's a local act. I'd love to see him get bigger. He's a one-man punk show.
Right, yeah.
He's a riff on the Kids in the Hall character, but he's a one-man punk show. So you think, okay, well, this guy can't really fill much, you know, area, and he just makes the room go crazy. He's larger than life. I love shit like that. Like, when it's more than just some guys going up and playing, they're making a show out of it. You know.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I gotta see him sometime then.
Yeah, absolutely. If you catch him sometime, just or if you hear he's close, man, go. You won't be disappointed. Anybody out there, you won't be disappointed. The Eradicator rocks.
Eradicator.
Yeah.
If there's a song that you haven't written that you wish you had, what song would you say that is?
It's also, I wouldn't say a guilty pleasure, because it's a Killers song. And the Killers aren't, you know, they're not punk or metal or anything like that, but it's The Man by the Killers. It's so funky and, like...
I love that.
Yeah. You know, they're from Las Vegas, and I'm all about Las Vegas lately. My dad moved out there last year, and...
Oh, that's cool.
You know, we're just eating Las Vegas up. You know, the Raiders right now, they're moving there. Killers are Las Vegas, you know, natives, and yeah, we were downtown on Fremont Street, and they have the awning that goes over the top with all the light show and stuff.
Yeah.
And they do all kinds of bands. They'll play a couple songs, and the Killers came on. I was like, oh, this is cool. So that kind of like hooked me on them. Nice. So I'm a recent Killers fan, but I really like them.
I'm really glad you said that. The Killers are one of my all-time favorite bands.
Really? They're fucking great, man. I really like them.
Yeah. Very, very different from anything you might put in the catalog of someone, you know, at a punk show.
Oh,
but,
absolutely. But, you know,
God.
you got to listen to more than just one style of music, or otherwise you'll just stay where you're at, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Tastes.
Who are some other bands that might not fit the punk mold that you're really into?
Well, you know, I love like heavy metal, like super dark death metal. Like
Okay.
my newest one I love is oh man, what are they called? Infant Annihilator.
Infant Annihilator. Okay.
Yes.
I've heard of them.
They're fantastic. You know, and I like pop stuff too. I like Prince. I love the Beatles. Everybody loves the fucking Beatles, but I like the Beatles. Yeah. I've always been a big believer, and you can't just listen to one style of music. It won't serve you.
Yeah.
I grew up heavy into Metallica. That kind of got me into playing guitar, and I practiced a lot with them. It's good fundamentals. Like the other bands from that I talked about with the festival, you know, all them witches. Are they awesome? And they're way off the beaten path, which is cool.
Nice.
You know, I'll listen to Eddie Money, rest in peace.
That's a
I like
one.
some Eddie Money, you know. So
Yeah.
pop shit's great too. Hip hop, you know, I even like hip hop. You can't stick to one kind of music. I just don't see it that way, you know.
The interesting thing with hip hop, especially with, you know, even someone as mainstream as Lady Gaga, I think just for the shock effect, that's punk to me.
It is.
Like,
she's like the Madonna of the 2000s, you know, or the 2000s and 2010s.
I think that's a really fair comparison. Yeah.
She's like pop Marilyn Manson or something, you know. I like Lady Gaga. She's, you know, I like catchy music. There's no reason not to. And yeah, she's awesome. She's well off the beaten path. And I love Marilyn Manson. I also grew up on Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
That whole like shock factor drew me in. Is he really saying this? I can't believe that. And
Yeah, that's true.
and that's kind of how I approach my music. You got to push it, you know.
Yeah.
Everything we've done has been done before. So you got to push some aspects of what you're doing.
It produces some very interesting music these days, trying to push the envelope even more.
Absolutely.
What's the craziest moment you've experienced at a show, either a show of yours or going to someone else's show?
Well, you know, a couple come to mind. I went to a Lamb of God show once, and at the rave, I'm close to the front of the stage, and I'm in a mosh pit, but it's almost not a mosh pit because we're pushing so close together. And in between songs, this guy looks to me and goes, "I lost my shoe." And I look down, and he's not wearing a shoe on the one foot, and his sock is mostly blood. And I'm like, well, sorry, you know. I'd never seen anything like that. One time we played at O'Neill's in Lombard, which is amazing for punks. You know, if you're from Kenosha and you see this, get down to Lombard's on a punk night. Check them out. O'Neill's Pub. We're playing this crazy punk set. The room is packed. Everybody's going nuts. People are hanging from the rafters. And the men's bathroom, the urinal, is starting to overflow. It's backed up, as, you know, it's these kind of, you know, scummy, great places are. So it's getting tracked out into the main floor, and there's piss and beer and dirt mixing into a sludge on the floor. Just when I thought it couldn't get any crazier, this dude is swimming across the floor on his chest. And I'm like, oh my God, that's disgusting. And then just when I thought that was the worst, he gets across the floor and someone grabs him by the ankles and drags him back across all the way, and his shirt just fills up with the sludge, and I'm like, oh my God. But I gotta keep singing.
Jeez.
So, you know, I feel like I'm pretty good under pressure, and I got through the set, but I turned to Will after the song, and I'm like, did you see that? Oh my God, that's the most disgusting thing ever.
That's pretty punk.
It was wild. It was wild. It was wild. I want to play down there again, for sure.
O'Neill's
Pub in Lombard, Illinois. It's a bit of a drive, but it's well worth it, you know.
Sounds about right. I saw a video from a couple years back. Have you ever been to a? I've never experienced this, but have you been to a state fair where they have just like trough urinals?
Yes.
Dude just takes a straight pencil dive right into the urinal.
Right across it. Like, oh my God.
Some people are put on this earth to be entertainers in one way or another.
Yeah. Yep.
I think we're here. Guess
Yay,
that's
we're
about
here.
it. Nice.
I'm stoked.
Now we get to start the process that every band loves and load in.
Load in. It's gonna be a good night.
Great talking to you.
Thank you. Thanks for the ride, man.
Yeah.
I'm fucking excited.